Hello. Hi. Hi, I am back. Finally. So about why I have been MIA for the past 7 days. I got sick. The the morning after my last stream. Down a bit. Yeah, so the morning after my last stream, I just woke up with like one the worst headache I think I've had in a while. Also, I had a fever, my nose was runny, and also my throat was burning. Like I couldn't swallow water, I couldn't talk, I couldn't even breathe through my mouth without it feeling like there was like there's glass grating against my esophagus. I don't know how to explain it, but I was just really sick. I tried to make a YouTube community post and try to tell you guys that I'm recovering, but I don't know how to explain it. But if you want to post something, have the option of you either have the option of like taking a picture of your ID, like your legal ID, and I'm not gonna do that. Or you need to wait for like 2 months for YouTube to verify that you're an active channel that's run by a human, and that takes 2 months. So now from now on, any updates or stuff, I'm just gonna post on Zitter, on X, on Twitter. That's right, I have a Twitter now. Yay! Sorry for dead naming Twitter, but it's Twitter. We all know it's Twitter. Can slap a new name, slap a fancy letter on it. It's always gonna be the Bird app. So yeah, I have an account on the Bird app now. Never done that before. I have no idea what I'm doing. I had to follow an account just to open an account. I unfollowed them immediately after. I just opened the account now. So yeah, I stream on YouTube and I have a Twitter account. So I guess I'm ready to become a full-time streamer. Become full-time. I have certain obligations that I need to take care of before I can really focus on this. But I do want to try streaming a little more, like maybe from 3 days a week to 4 days a week. I have ideas on like maybe streaming like horror games during the month of Halloween, even though we don't really celebrate Halloween in where I live. But it's still, I think it would be fun to just play horror games. I know I have I already bought Little Nightmares 1 and 2 on Steam. I bought it months ago. I haven't not touched it at all. But I really want to. I want to play it, and I want to play it on stream with maybe with a friend or like with someone just watching me fail at it. I think it'll be fun. But Halloween is like still weeks away at this point. I can't make any promises. Just all I wanted to say is I have a Twitter now, and if anything happens to me, I'll let you guys know there. So I guess that's enough waffling. That's enough talk. Let's get to what we came here for today. So, before anything else, I just wanted to show you. I got his E2. I got Imbiber Lunate E2. Yay! Yeah, so this past week I didn't really open the game often because I was sick and recovering. But I have been leveling up the main 3. Honestly, I've just been focusing on their traces. Not you. Yeah, so I got Danhung just one more trace until he's at max traces level, I guess. in Genshin, this would be the talent level, I guess. Yeah, so I've just been focusing on that. Haven't really done much, but that's because I wanted to save it all for stream. And guess what? Today we are gonna be doing these. Nope, these companion missions. Yeah, so I'm not sure how long I can stay to stream today. Like I said, obligations can't be helped. But I want to do 3 companion missions. So one for her the space station, one for a character from Belobog, and one for a character from the Lofo. So we've already done one from her the space station. We've already done Asta's, and Asta now, like, she, let me show you. Yeah, she now chills in the parlor every once in a while. Let me just talk to her real quick to show you what happens after you've done a companion mission with someone.
Ancient. Is the express crew still using it?
The plant?
Oh, nothing. It's just you don't see things like this every day.
You mean the plant? You were looking at the plant just now, right?
They use vinyl records, right?
Nothing.
There's only a handful of folks on the space station who collect those things.
I'm guessing those folks are Himiko's friends then?
I think they're more popular with the older crowd. I bet Gun would know how to use them. Still, if I remember correctly, Gun only listens to audio tapes.
Are you of this era listen to music?
Same as you guys, on terminals.
Oh, those phone thingies, I guess.
Huh. What with them being so big and heavy, I used to wonder why anyone would ever buy a phonograph. Think I'm starting to get it now.
Honestly, it's just you. I never got it.
It's hard to find the music you want on the streaming platforms managed by the IPC.
The streaming platforms are managed by the IPC? The IPC manages what music you guys listen to?
It's not like they're expensive or anything. It's just a hassle to switch between them to find the song you like. With a phonograph, it's essentially just plug and play. Oh, it also scratches the itch to collect things, I guess.
Huh, so in the setting of the game, the songs are on streaming platforms, kind of like how TV shows and movies are on streaming platforms these days, huh? Yeah, so basically this is what happens when you do a character's companion quest. They join you in the express, and Pom Pom has a little more to worry about. Pom Pom. Okay, let's talk to Pom Pom for a bit, and then we'll start. Oh, this. Okay, yeah, so basically what's happening is Pom Pom thinks that the lights need to be switched. Yeah, so for the disco colorway, it's really like, colorful, like a disco, and also kind of headache-inducing. Melancholic colorway is basically just darkness. The natural colorway is just green. So, yeah, it doesn't really matter for this one. Like, Pom Pom has a lot of little quests like this. For this one, it doesn't matter really which one you realize that all of his ideas are terrible. Aw, poor Pom Pom. You're so cute though. Okay, enough waffling. Which one do I want to do first? Yeah, let's do the one on the Senjo. A Night Stranger. Okay, we'll do one character from the Senjo, and then we'll do one character from Belobog, and finally we'll go back to Herda Space Station. Like, Herda Space Station. I keep forgetting we can't jump! Yeah, so Herda Space Station has like 3 playable characters now, so I guess we only have Asta and Herda's left. Where am I supposed to go? In here? Okay. Hello. How do you want that drink now?
you are.
Whose
And
character?
these would
Whose
be
companion quest is this?
Miss March 7th and Mr. Yang, I presume.
You presume correctly.
That's right. I'm the first one. He's the second. We're here to help.
March, try not to sound too excited. We're here for work, remember?
Line up, Grandpa. It's okay.
You're the one
Ow.
getting excited. My first detective case. Finally, my intelligence and wisdom have a chance to shine.
Must be a pretty dull shine then.
Miss March, Mr. Yang, I've been looking forward to meeting you. Make yourselves comfortable. One moment, please. Jing Yan! Give me the photos!
Coming. Stop yelling. Thanks for waiting.
The photos are in a
These are
scroll.
the Outworld travelers who were sighted in the location specified by the
We are
general and the master
trailblazers. Get it
diviner.
right.
This was 2 days before the ambrosial arbor came back to life.
Okay.
We'd like you to take a look. Do you recognize any of them as a threat?
Oh.
Let me take a look. So these are the suspects. Uh-huh. I see.
What do you see? Oh, this is Luocha'S. This is Luocha'S companion mission.
What's wrong, Mr. Yang? See anything fishy?
No, he was just getting Vietnam War flashbacks. No big deal.
Who's he? I'd like to see more information on him.
Which one? Let me see.
I'm guessing the other suspicious person is Sushang. Yeah, what's wrong,
I
Grandpa?
thought we talked about copying people.
I don't have any concrete evidence.
I don't remember such a
but I think
conversation.
he's worth checking out.
I mean, he looks like Otto, but he's not Otto. I mean, you don't think the Astral Express Himeko is the Valkyrie Himeko, do you?
Oh, him? I remember him. He's a traveling merchant. He trades throughout the universe. Knows a thing or two about remedial arts, too. He registered himself on the Xianzhou as... what was it again?
Luocha.
His name is Luocha.
Okay, that I admit is somewhat suspicious because, like, the doppelgangers or like the alternate characters from Honkai Impact, they all have the same name: Himeko, Sushang, Bronya, and Sila. Like even Silver Wolf, kinda, is also like a derivative of something Bronya from Honkai Impact used. But Otto, somehow his name here is Luocha, so that is sus.
That's right, Luocha. He came to the Xianzhou with a huge box this time. Some sort of funerary.
But then again, I don't really know all
Had a
of
funny name.
the
Something to do with coughing.
like Honkai
It was
Impact
pretty
characters.
conspicuous. I had to ask him about it.
Yeah, the coffin is very suspicious. Yeah, so I don't know all of the Honkai Impact characters, so there may be some other alternate versions of them in that we've already met in Honkai Star Rail that I just didn't notice, and they may have used a different name. But for now, I think it's just Otto slash Luocha that has a different name in this universe.
A coffin. It's a tool that certain non-Shenzhou travelers seem to use in death rites. I'm guessing our guests here might recognize it.
Huh. I swear he said coughing. Anyway, we checked him out. His record on the Xianzhou was squeaky clean. As for this caffeine thing...
Coffin!
Coffin.
Yeah. Either way, it definitely had something to do with funerals. There are lots of travelers on the Lafu, each with their own star system and death rites. I guess that must be Luocha's line of work. Is there something up with him?
I can't think of anyone's line of work that requires them to bring a coffin around 24/7. Well, I guess Sir Vamp and Black Butler would have you think otherwise.
Not necessarily, but I have my reasons for wanting
I
to
didn't realize my
investigate.
fan was on the entire time. I
What
hope
was
you
he
guys could
doing
hear
in
me
the days
clearly.
leading up to the ambrosial arbor's resurrection.
Traveling?
That's complicated. Come with me to the Foursquare mirror. It'll be easier to explain.
The Foursquare Mirror?
Sanctum is one of the Luocha'S crucial central cities. The higher-ups are very concerned about security issues here. That's why there are so many Cycranes stationed in the area. Luocha arrived on the Luocha a few days prior to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection. Up until the day before the resurrection, there was nothing suspicious about his behavior.
Okay.
I figured it out! The day before the resurrection, he appeared near the Ambrosial Arbor with a Stellaron.
Maybe we should have done this companion quest earlier because we now already know that Sanctus Medicus is the one who brought the Stellaron there, right? Or maybe the Antimatter Legion, the Lord Ravager was the one behind it all, so...
Oh yeah, I guess. You're pretty smart. Sometimes.
Thanks.
You lot are enthusiastic, I'll give you that. The reason I mentioned the day before the resurrection is because we have no idea what he did that day.
The day before he was with Sushang and Danheng, right?
The resurrection brought about unusual yin-yang phenomena that caused the entire Cycrane system to malfunction. The image data from the day of the incident is beyond restoration, and the data from that day before was badly affected.
Affected, yeah. Yeah, have you tried interrogating
We will,
him?
in due course. But we can't be too general. Specific questions are key. Not to mention, without a clear suspicion, it would involve multiple interrogations.
Huh.
So, if you feel this Luocha is suspicious in some way, make it known. Then I can arrange for his detention and interrogation.
Are you sure you should be, you know, leaving this to outsiders like us? I mean, we're not exactly law enforcement in any capacity. We're basically like glorified travelers.
How should I put this? He just looks kind of...
Sus?
Mr. Yang, you were going off of his appearance this whole time? I thought you had some super secret thing up your sleeve. Didn't your mom ever tell you not to judge a book by its...
He looks pretty handsome to me. Sure, why not?
Exactly! Huh? Well, wait, that's not the point!
Shouldn't it be the point?
Sorry. What I mean is... it's difficult to explain, but my instinct tells me this Luocha is involved somehow.
The man gives you PTSD flashbacks, huh?
Apologies. I realize this is personal speculation.
That's all right. Instinct is an important part of any Realm Keeping Commission investigation. There are times when my gut tells me something's not right, and there's usually a reason for it. I'm with you on this one.
Okay.
Be that as it may, as an official, I can't go bringing someone in based on a villainous appearance.
At least you have some sense. Unlike Navia, who wanted to help us just and believed that Linny was innocent just because of her gut. I mean, sure, we ended up right in the end, but gut really doesn't hold up in the law, in the eyes of the law, so at least you know that.
Because if a complaint led to his dismissal, it would leave a blemish on his resume, making it difficult for him to advance his career for the next few centuries.
Well, at least, even if the reason is somewhat shady, at least it's making you, you know, think twice before you do anything stupid.
No! What are you talking about? Anyway, if you want to investigate, I can grant you access to the Foursquare Mirror. Jingyan, you'll be assisting our esteemed guests in their investigation.
Isn't it inappropriate for an officer of the Realm Keeping Commission to assist the public in investigating someone?
Why are you having the public assist the Realm Keeping Commission in an investigation? Hold on, I need to get nail clippers. I have this hangnail that's been bothering me all morning. I need to take care of this first. Okay.
Not at all. Make sure you don't leave the commission. Just help them check the Cycrane footage.
I mean, if you just want to check the footage, why can't you do that on your
Keep
own?
me updated on progress. If you find hard evidence, I'll be there in a flash.
Are you guys really that
One thing.
short-staffed?
Don't approach him. If you make a discovery, contact me first.
Well, at least you're not leaving the interrogation to us.
We're thankful that you're entrusting this to us. We'll keep it by the book.
We never read the book.
Don't worry.
We're not
the
from here.
Express
We
crew
don't know
keeps
how
its
your laws
promises.
work.
We won't disappoint you.
Jingyan, over to you. I need to get going.
I feel like you're putting a lot of faith in people. Right? We've only been here for like night cutscene, kind of.
Understood.
Maybe
This
3
might take
days.
you some time. Come and find me when you're ready.
We're ready now. Let's go. A night stranger. Okay, let's go.
Hoo-wee!
Oh.
We may be new to the Xianzhou, but we're already investigating the mysterious disappearance of Luocha.
Yeah, you're
Yep.
very
I
enthusiastic
always
about this.
dreamed of a head scratcher like this. A chance to showcase my detective genius.
I didn't know you were interested in detective and mystery stuff
I've been
much.
familiarizing myself with the Angler mystery
The what?
lately. I think it's safe to say I have the best investigative mind on the Express at this point.
If you're the best investigative mind on the Express, then we're doomed.
You have good taste, Miss March. The
Oh.
Angler mystery is a classic detective novel on the Xianzhou. I read it when I was young and dreamed about working in the commission ever since.
Ah, so basically, you've both been sucked in by fiction. I know the feeling.
I didn't think it would be attracting new readers over 200 years later.
It's that old?
A fellow reader! But Miss Qingyan, the author, Su Feng, was the lead medical assistant in an apothecary, and the main character, the Angler, is a healer. Why didn't you want to join the Alchemy Commission instead? A number of reasons. This job may be trivial, but I have my reasons for being here. Plus, the threshold for the Alchemy Commission was too difficult for me to reach.
Ah, okay.
Oh, I see. But your lives are so long. Shouldn't career change be easy?
Yeah. Okay, I may be going into a bit of a tangent here, but you know Twilight? As in the one with the sparkly vampires? Yeah, Twilight. So the main vampire family, the Cullens. Okay. I read pretty much every piece of fiction, every Twilight related piece of fiction that Stephanie Meyer has produced. From cover to cover, from start to finish, and let me say, I did not enjoy any of it. I just read it because my mom likes it, and I wanted to try to, have something to relate to her. Can't relate. I don't like it. I hated it, actually. So yeah, basically, in one of her, like, not spin-offs, like the alternate version of the first book, the one where it's Edward Cullen's POV. I forgot what it was called. It's been so long. I did not retain any of it. Like, immediately after I read each book, I just wiped it from my memory. So basically, in that book, in Edward Cullen's POV, we find out that he looks down on one of his, like, adopted brothers, Emmett, for always changing careers throughout their long lives. Making it seem like, oh, Emmett just can't focus on one thing for too long, and he makes it sound like it's a bad thing. But come on, if I were an immortal, I'm not saying I am or not, but if I could live for centuries, I would want to try out different things all the time. Like every 20 years, I would change careers, or like every 20 years, I'd move to different places just to, see what's out there, learn things that I didn't know before. And things are constantly changing in the world, so like there's never a shortage of new things for me to learn. I don't see why that's a bad thing. So basically that tangent was just to say that Twilight is stupid and Edward Cullen, the character, is an asshole. Now back to Star Rail.
That was a long time ago. The longer I stay in this job, the more I understand its purpose. Fighting crime, helping the weak, solving the problems no one wants to touch. It's a satisfying feeling.
Yeah, though I guess I understand why the Senjo people have a hard time like switching careers, because like they're all long life species. Like in Emmett Cullen's case, he switched jobs and stuff because he kind of had to, because you know no one's supposed to know that they're vampires and they have to move all the time. But for the Senjos, like everyone is aging at the same pace, so it's basically like with us, even though now, you know, to a fly living for like 70 to 80 years as a human and working the same job for like 60 to 50 years seems like a lot for a fly. For us, it's considered normal, and I guess for the Senjo people, like working the same job for centuries is also considered normal.
Wow! Good for you, Miss Qingyan.
Yeah, good
Sounds
for you.
like you really care.
Yeah. Okay, let me talk to Grandpa.
I owe you two an apology. My speculations have gotten us into a delicate situation. I'll treat you to some Cienjo delicacies later.
Ooh, I always like when the grandparents give us money. Yeah, with March here.
Yeah, right. Anyway, since when did investigators shy away from delicate situations?
You're really into this, March. It's kind of reminding me of Paimon, like putting on those glasses to become a detective too, kind of, when we were pretending to be Linny's lawyers. I can't. You really are like Star Rail's Paimon, aren't you, March? Anyway, Grandpa, it's okay. I get it. He gives you PTSD. It can't be helped.
I did want to say something, though. I don't think Mr. Yang is the kind of person to make a judgment based only on instinct.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's not something I need to conceal from you. As
Then?
you know, there are infinite worlds in this universe that can be similar, yet different from each other in various ways. The same is true of the people on those worlds.
Oh, is he actually gonna tell us that he's from a different world?
That's why
From a
it's
different
possible
universe?
for us to run into individuals on multiple worlds who share an appearance, but not a personality. For all we know, in some faraway world, March's adorable face might belong to an intergalactic pirate.
Foreshadowing? Are they foreshadowing something?
Hey! He was just giving an example. I'm the nicest girl in the galaxy.
Yeah, but what about in another galaxy? Could you be wanted in another galaxy just like Dan Heng is wanted on the Senjo?
However, in most cases, their fates will walk a similar course. I've seen two people who looked almost identical to this Luocha. They were not of the virtuous persuasion.
Are you gonna tell us that you are from the same world as one of these other Luocha'S?
That's why the moment I laid eyes on
No?
him, a chill ran down my spine. March is right. We shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But I can't overlook this. I don't want to force you into trusting my judgment, but
But you're gonna make us just trust you on this anyway.
What are you talking about? Of course we trust your judgment, Mr. Yang. Right?
Yeah, I don't think it's our trust you need. We're trying to convince these guys, right? That Luocha is suspicious.
Of course. Crew members are always right.
Unless they're you, March.
I'm glad you believe in me. Truly. But the problem remains. Will the Realm Keeping Commission trust a judgment based on this logic?
Only one way to find out.
From a Xianzhou legal standpoint, the Realm Keeping Commission is unable to accept a judgment like this.
But... No, but...
It's not that we distrust you, Mr. Yang, but we cannot act on groundless accusations. I hope you understand.
Yeah, that's fair.
Of course. We raised the accusation. We will carry the burden of proof.
Can I take this? Thank you. I wonder if I missed anything else. Like, I know I've been here before and I collected some stuff, but... oh, yeah, I did miss one. Okay, back to this. Now that we've got some stuff for
I can bring up the
Danhong.
data anytime from here. Are you ready?
Yep, let's do it.
Alright, follow me.
Wait, so they told us not to interact with Luocha, so are we having, like, a companion mission without
As
Luocha?
official Dahao mentioned, the Arbor caused unusual yin-yang phenomena, which affected the entire Cycrane system.
Mm-hmm.
We lost a lot of video footage, and for the image data we recovered, the timestamps are all jumbled up. Look, this is Mr. Luocha on the day prior to the resurrection.
So we have to clean up and reorder the footage ourselves?
Puzzle?
Exactly. Thank you again for your help.
You guys are seriously understaffed
this is
if you
your
need our
forte.
help for this.
Over to you.
Aren't you supposed to be the
That's right.
genius?
And you're the sidekick.
Oh? I didn't play Luocha for very long, so I can't remember if he had a sword as a weapon. I just remember the coffin, but he doesn't seem to have the coffin here. Am I supposed to pick anything? Oh. I guess he left the coffin in the inn. Yeah, that's normal. You don't always go into a shop to buy something. Sometimes you just on the ground. Oh, there's the coffin. Okay. Doesn't seem so
What do
suspicious
you
so
think?
far.
Any idea what the correct order is?
I'm supposed to think now? Okay, he didn't have the coffin at first.
Sure. Which one do you want to watch?
All of them. Okay, here he was holding a sword. He left the inn without luggage. Okay, I think it's 2, 3. He didn't buy anything. I think he just arrived here. Like he just got off the star skiff. So like 4, 2, 3, 1.
Let me see if this order works. Luocha exits the star skiff, enters Exalting Sanctum, goes into an inn, and puts down his luggage, including the coffin.
But he comes out with a sword.
Then he goes to Spare Time Bookshop, but doesn't buy anything. Finally, he leaves and turns a corner into a dark alley.
The logic in this is sound. Looks like the correct order. Nice work.
Thank you.
Nice work indeed. You're sidekick to a genius detective after all.
Why don't you actually do something, March?
Where does this corner lead to?
I checked the map and found a gate in this open area. Look, there's a small dock on the other side. He may have left on a star skiff.
I'm guessing he met Danhong after that.
Why would he leave
met
Exalting
Sushang
Sanctum
first, I
via a
guess.
secluded dock? That's so suspicious.
I don't think Mr. Luocha could have departed from there. The dock you're referring to is Yunshou Crag 999. It belongs to the seat of divine foresight.
CMXCIX.
It's only used during invasions.
Okay.
That's why that gate is almost always locked. As far as I know, it's been locked for centuries, and only gets opened for occasional inspections.
Would it have been unlocked during the whole Ambrosial Arbor thing?
The key question is, when did he leave? There's
Oh,
only one gate.
there's
in
no
this area,
timestamp?
at least on the map. Miss Jingyan, does the remaining footage show anyone else entering or leaving this place?
Like the coffin?
I can find out, but you'll have to wait a while. Most of the footage was lost, but at least there was a whole day of recording. There's a lot that needs checking and confirming first.
Okay.
Understood. Thank you.
Yeah, when will we
Hey,
be done?
don't rush her. So sorry, Miss Qingyan. They can be a little impatient. Take your time. We can wait.
No, we can't.
Not to worry, I understand. After all, you're taking time away from your own affairs to lend a helping hand. I'll get everything to you as soon as possible.
We better get compensated for this. We're basically doing your job for you. Where's Martin? Nope, not here, so we can just talk to you.
Thanks for waiting. I checked all of the footage we have of the open area. I say all. A lot of it was lost.
Very convenient.
Are the corrupted parts recoverable? Can we use the same methods again?
For some of them, maybe. But I can't guarantee anything. I'll do my best, of course. It'll take more time. I can't hand them over just now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Did you find anything in the remaining footage worth paying attention to?
Only that someone left the area through that exit around 2 hours after Luocha'S appearance here. Luocha'S nowhere to be seen, though.
Those two guys in the back look very suspicious.
Isn't this a scene from the Angler mystery?
Yeah, I think you're way off with this.
Shush, you're being annoying. I'm not kidding. This is straight out of the book.
What?
Now that you mention it,
I'm not sure I follow.
Neither am I. Are you saying that
The
Luocha'S...
Angler's origin
Nope.
story, of course. He's a healer from the Alchemy Commission who gets on the wrong side of a mysterious organization called the Tea Society.
The
Two
Tea
agents
Society?
in dark clothing wait for him to be alone and then poison him.
So what? You're saying Luocha'S doing like a reenactment of a 200-year-old book?
The drug has the same de-aging effect as the Vidyadhara's hatching rebirth.
Is
The
there
angler
such a
gets
thing?
younger and turns back into a child. From there on out, the angler pursues the Tea Society while solving all kinds of strange cases.
Oh my god, this is Detective Conan, isn't it? Also, I'm pretty sure that if there was such a thing, like, that person would have been executed a long time ago. Like, we now know that immortality, you know, unearned immortality, I guess, is a huge deal on the Senjo, and anyone who does that would be executed, no questions asked. Maybe.
It wouldn't. In the book, the drug only de-ages the body. It can't repair damage to the soul. In other words, it's like molting, not a true rebirth.
Yeah, so
Patching
basically
rebirths
Detective
are
Conan.
specific to the Vidyadhara. Can humans also experience de-aging?
It's just a
I wonder what
novel.
hatching
Who knows
looks
if
like
something like
for
that
the
can happen in
Vidyadhara.
reality. I thought of it as soon as I saw this footage, though.
Like, Bailu's appearance suggests that every time they're reborn, they come out as a child. Maybe as a baby, probably. Yes, no? So, I imagine, like, Danheng, the person, when the person he was before, like, when he was executed and he was reborn, was he a baby? Was there a baby Danheng? And did... Like, I haven't really gone far in the story, but did Himiko, I don't know, find baby Danheng in baby prison and then get him out?
Sufang, the author, was a medical assistant in the Alchemy Commission. The medical principles of the novel are strictly grounded in reality.
Is it though? I mean, they had a de-aging poison is it really grounded in reality?
True. If someone from the Alchemy Commission was suggesting it could be done, then there's always a possibility.
Yeah, and they'd get executed
So,
for trying
March,
to carry
what you
out
mean
that
is
possibility, wouldn't
the
they?
two people in dark clothing are Tea Society agents, and the child is a de-aged Luocha?
I mean, Otto has done that before.
What if a crazy angler mystery fan decided to commit a copycat crime? Luocha gets turned into a child, then follows a mysterious duo in black. Oh, the plot thickens. This could be a kidnapping.
What happened to no speculation and getting burden of proof? Also, yeah, if I remember correctly, Otto, like Luocha's alter, I guess, from Honkai Impact, I think he once turned into a child so he could basically like stalk his granddaughter, I guess. He could check on Teresa and like see what she's doing and stuff.
The child in the footage has black hair. Luocha's hair is blonde.
I mean, you don't know if he's natural. You don't know if the carpet matches the drapes.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
No, it doesn't. You just want
Hold your
your
horses,
fanfiction to
everyone.
come true.
I recognize this child now. That's Yinshu, the young shopkeeper at Spare Time Bookshop.
Oh, is it? I swear, all NPCs look the same. That's why I didn't recognize the girl from the first part of the Fontaine Archon quest.
Too bad, March. No de-aging, no angler.
And the child is a girl. Remember Julian back in Bellbog?
No, this is completely
Oh yeah,
different.
Julian could turn into an adult for the short
The
time.
Cycranes weren't able to get a clear look at the two people in dark clothing. Let's ask Inshu. Maybe she saw something.
Sure.
I'll keep trying to recover the lost footage. I'll contact you if there's a breakthrough.
All right, let's go. Time to interview the witness.
So we're actually talking to Luocha then?
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
Oh no, we're talking to the kid, right? Are we seriously like going through this quest without actually talking to Luocha?
I don't see the shopkeeper. Let's look for her in the area.
Business hours aren't over yet. She should be nearby. You two go ahead. I'll wait here in case she comes back.
Actually, I don't think I've ever seen anyone
Okay,
else
let's go.
handle the shop. Like Flora, at least from Genshin Impact, Flora from Mondstadt, at least she has someone else look after the shop at night.
I think they just made things up.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Flora at least has someone look after the shop at night. When I guess she's asleep, she's a child. She probably has a curfew.
Looks like Yinshu isn't here after all. Where could she be?
Watch this.
Huh? A supernatural tales anthology? Sounds like a good bedtime read. Might stop me daring to run to the bathroom at night, though.
Okay, honestly, I've read a lot of books and a lot of stories. I'm not bragging, I'm just saying. I remember the very, very, very first book that made me, be afraid of turning off the lights and, going to the bathroom at night was Neil Gaiman's Coraline. That book really freaked me out. This was way before the movie came out. Shows how old I am. I'm basically aging myself here. Anyway, yeah, I remember reading it. It was at night, and it was kind of dark outside of my room. And I turned on... No, I wasn't in my room. I think I was at my grandmother's house. And yeah, the hallway outside of the room I was in was dark. And I got out and turned on the light. outside, and then I went back in the room and I locked the door and I kept the lights on all night. I I think I fell asleep while reading it. I remember I didn't finish it in one sitting, but I remember it freaking me out so much. Like, the other mother was just that creepy to me, as to child me, I guess. Anyway, back to this. I keep getting distracted.
About the Ten Lords Commission?
Okay,
I
that's
think they
glowing.
just made things up.
The Angler Mystery. The last edition.
A new edition after so many years?
40
Looks like I
years.
made the right choice coming to the Lawfu. As soon as we've cracked this case, I'm getting myself a copy. Su Fong is the greatest.
I wonder if Detective Conan will also take another 40 years to finish. What? Oh, there's something else here? What else is glowing? No. What am I supposed to be looking for? Am I supposed to talk
You
to
two
someone?
go ahead. I'll wait here. The Xianzhou has some interesting literature. I'd like to get better acquainted.
We'll be back soon. Don't get too comfortable.
Have you read the novel about the Ten Lords Commission?
Am I supposed to listen to someone? Hello? No, scroll. Okay. Let me listen to you. Another. No, this is you guys, so not this guy. I thought I'd have to talk to this guy. Don't have to talk to you guys either. Is it you, Mr.
Hey,
Foxian?
mister. Are you manning the counter for the young shopkeeper of Spare Time Bookshop?
If you are, you're not doing a good job at it. You're supposed to be behind the counter.
Huh? Young shopkeeper? You mean Young Shu? Yeah, I am. Something wrong?
Why do you sound so defensive?
Can you please tell us where she is?
Why should I?
Yeah, hi Red Air Force. I'm back. I've just recovered from a really bad fever, and I got imbibed Lune at E2. Yay!
Because we're asking nicely? What's with the attitude?
Yeah, seriously, why are you being so defensive, dude?
I can tell you. If you pay me 500 strails.
Is Yinshu not paying you enough? Is that it?
Pay you? What is this? You want paying for a simple favor?
Come on. No one ever tell you that information and intelligence are the most valuable commodities?
Okay, seriously, why are they getting outsiders like us to do this? I'm sure if the Realm Keeping Commission are the ones doing this, this guy wouldn't be giving them so much flack.
This guy doesn't seem like the negotiable type. What should we do?
Leave.
Oh, you dare threaten me? Do you know who I am?
Yeah, I got him at E2, but I'm also broke. I'm free to play, so like I got him at E2 because I've been like basically saving all of the Stellar Jade I've had since I started playing. I am also as broke as you, my friend.
The question is, do you know who we are?
We're from the Tea Society, sure.
Oh, you mean like the one in that work of fiction? Who are you trying to kid?
Not you apparently.
And who do you think were the inspiration for the Tea Society? Us, that's who.
Thank you for playing along, March.
Sounds like a pack of lies. Still, they don't seem like pushovers.
Are you talking to yourself while we can still hear you?
Dang it! Am I in trouble? Ugh, better to live and find another day. Ugh, forget it. I'm not stooping to your level. Inchu said she had a voucher for a food stall over in Exalting Sanctum. She wanted to use it before it expired. You know, she's not been gone long. Probably finishing up her food right now.
Why did you not want to tell us that sooner? That doesn't sound suspicious at all. Yeah, why is everyone making us do this? You guys wanted us to get off this ship the very first day we got here. This is why Yukong is my favorite. She's at least a little more rational about this, reasonable about not letting outsiders interfere.
About time you saw the light. Come on, let's go.
You know, buddy, for your sake, I hope you're telling the truth.
Have you read the novel?
Grandpa,
about the
we
10
found
You
out
two
where
go
she
ahead.
is.
I'll
Oh,
wait here.
We'll be back soon. Don't get...
no. Is it far? No need to teleport.
Do you know how to fix a star?
Ah, there you are. Child, are you Detective
Are you
Conan?
Yenshu, the shopkeeper at Spare Time Bookshop? There's something we want to talk to you about.
Why are you being so timid all of a sudden, March? What
Yeah,
happened to
that's
the
me.
genius detective?
Can I help you? You're heading back to the store, right? Let's walk and talk. I'll tell you all about it on the way. Oh, okay. Let's go.
By the way, did you get the food?
That footage, I remember that day. After I closed up the store, I walked around.
Did we
for a
show her
while.
the footage?
I was
Are we
looking
allowed
for
to
a
do
place
that?
To read. I found that empty area. It seemed like a good reading spot at first, but then I noticed two people dressed in dark clothing, and a blonde outworlder hanging around. Something
So
didn't
Luocha
feel
was
right.
there.
So I left. Those two people left the same way I did.
Okay.
So you just happened to be going the same way. Did you see what the Outworlder was doing?
The blonde one, we mean.
Sorry.
Not us.
I was only trying to find a place to read. I didn't pay much attention to him. Or the two in dark clothing.
Okay.
All I remember is the two people in dark clothing... they smell pretty bad. I guess
Huh.
that's not much of a clue. Sorry I can't give you any useful information.
Do the Mara-struck people smell bad? Have they mentioned
On
this
the
before?
contrary, any information you can give is valuable. Thank you very much.
Because if they haven't mentioned it before, they're guessing they're
Still,
not Mara-struck,
according
maybe?
to the Psycrane recordings, Luocha's final stop before heading towards the open area was your store.
Okay, have a good night. I hope you have sweet dreams.
My store? Spare
Thank
Time
you for
Bookshop?
popping in.
You're sure he came to... Oh, that's right. I remember now. He did pay a visit. Oh, how could I forget?
Yes, how could you forget someone with such luscious blonde locks?
He came in, looked at a few titles, and then handed one to me. An old paperback.
Okay.
Everything seemed normal, but after paying for it, he immediately tore off the title page. I was shocked, but he was grinning ear to ear, so I didn't dare ask him about it.
Was Luocha, like,
think they just
I don't
made
know,
things
hate
up.
purchasing? I know some people do that where they don't really like a certain creator, so they just buy that creator's stuff just to destroy it.
After that, he just left the book on the counter and went on his way.
I mean, if he paid for it,
can't
that's
believe I
fair. I
forget
guess he could
something
do
like
whatever he
that.
wants with it.
I guess the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection the day after pushed everything else to the back of my mind.
Understandable.
So, what was the book?
The Angler Mystery.
Ah,
I was wondering what to do about it. I can't sell a book without a title page. But since you asked about it, here, you can have it.
should we really be touching evidence without gloves? Well, actually, the three of us are wearing gloves, kinda, so that's fine.
Mr. Yang's instinct was right all along. Luocha is a villain. How could he do this? Tearing up a book as well written as the Angler Mystery. Unacceptable.
You do know that we're not trying to apprehend him because he destroyed a book, right?
If I knew the answer to that, wouldn't that make me as evil as him?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're forgetting that the Realm Keeping Commission was initially investigating whether
I mean,
someone
I don't
brought
think
a
tearing a
dangerous
book is evil, I
object
just think it's a
onto
waste.
the Luofu. Dahao and the others are probably not aware of what that dangerous object might be, but we know for a fact that it's the Stellaron.
Is it though? Do we really know for a fact?
I think that by removing the page, Luocha may have provided us with a key piece of the puzzle.
How kind of him.
I don't understand. What does tearing out a page have to do with the Stellaron? Are you following Mr. Yang?
No, I'm not.
That's all right.
Explain
This
yourself,
is a bit
Grandpa.
of a conjectural leap.
It's a pretty big leap if you ask me. Like the one in Fast 7.
Read the novel.
What I'm trying to say is, I think Luocha may have friends on the Luofu, and they're using the title page to communicate.
But he... He didn't take the title page, did he? I mean, didn't Ginzu say he left it there?
That makes him even worse. How dare he use a book that praises justice for his evil plans?
Seems like he dared to me.
I'm afraid evil plans are still within the realm of speculation at this stage. We have no way of knowing exactly what he did because the Psycrane data was lost.
Yes, very convenient.
So, is this a dead end?
Not necessarily. I mean, if Yinzu didn't really do much with the book, we may have his fingerprints now. Okay. So, more puzzles?
Ten Lords Commission.
Ah, that's more like it. New clues always turn up in the nick of time.
Commission?
Okay.
I think they just make things up.
Let's go. More puzzles. Where? Okay, there.
So,
Jing
you
Yan.
now know what time Luocha left the open area.
Oh, good.
Nice! You found footage of him leaving? Yes. According to the Psycrane recordings, he left the area 2 hours after he entered.
Okay, is there something there that's worth staying 2 hours for?
Strange. Why spend 2 hours in such a confined area? He must have been up to something.
Could he be though?
I'm gonna stop you right there. Refined wardrobe, elegant bearing. He may be a villain, but he doesn't look like someone who'd give up on finding a bathroom, even in an emergency.
IBS can happen to anyone, no matter their class or their hair.
It's a shame no Psycranes are installed in that area. We still have no idea what he was up to. This Luocha is getting more suspicious by the minute.
I mean, even if there were any Psycranes there, it would be useless, right? I mean, the footage would just be fucked up like the rest.
Psst. I know Mr. Yang never wears his heart on his sleeve, but do you get the feeling he's a little restless?
Grandpa has PTSD, March. Yeah, he just
Remember, we're talking
has
about different
bad blood
worlds
with
here.
the other Luocha.
However, I can't deny I'm a little worried that what happened to my home world could befall this place too.
Ooh, is this like his first time mentioning that he's from a different universe? I guess he's calling it a different world. Maybe he wants us to think that he's just from a different planet, but you know, at least he's being somewhat honest.
How does he always hear us?
Grandpa has horse ears.
Well, I'm afraid I have some other business to attend to. Let me know if you need anything. You know how to reach me. Thanks for the help, Miss Qingyan.
So, what did Luocha get up to during those missing 2 hours?
IBS, I tell you. Diarrhea.
I think it's high time Detective March took the gloves off.
Well, you're already halfway there, I guess.
Oh? And what do you have in mind, Detective? Fieldwork?
That won't be necessary, Mr. Yang. As the Angler once said, a true detective operates as effectively from their armchair as from the scene of the crime.
Doesn't sound like a very good detective. I'm too lazy to explore the map.
It's too early to start field work.
Is it
must
though?
Wait until my deduction is complete.
Do
Then
we
when
really
we
have
arrive
to?
at the scene, you'll see that the facts match my theory to a T.
Somehow I highly doubt it.
Well, seeing as you're so confident, let's give your idea a try.
Yay! Mr. Yang is the best.
You're just playing favorites now. Okay, talk to... Grandpa's not here? Okay, talk to March.
Ready? I'm gonna start my reconstruction.
Are you basically just gonna write fanfiction about what you think happened? Fine, let's do this.
Okay, here we go. Explaining a theory in front of everyone is more nerve-wracking than I expected.
I mean, if you can't explain it, then that means you're not that confident in it, right? Oh. We have to fight? Okay. Oh, just Luocha? Ah. Okay, so Luocha and us. Yeah, I'll just use the big three. The main three. Switch to you. Okay. Let's go. I was not expecting this.
Right. I'll be using the angler's deductive method. Reconstruct what happened from the bad guy's perspective.
I'm still surprised that we don't actually get to talk to Luocha for his companion mission. Maybe we'll get a second companion mission in the future where we actually talk to Mr. Yang, I'm scared. What was that?
Stop messing around. I'm thinking.
It's not very effective.
Oh, almost forgot about that title page. He took it with him, so it must have had some significance.
He must have used it to wipe his butt.
Next up, I need to have a look at that map, Mr. Yang. He must have gone through that gate up ahead. No way he would have stayed put in such a small area for 2 hours.
But Miss Jingyan mentioned that gate is a military asset. It's locked all year round.
Yeah.
You think that would stop the likes of Luocha? What kind of Stellaron smuggler would he be if he couldn't get past a door?
Why are you talking like you know him? At this point, I think Grandpa knows him
You
good.
think a lock like this can stop a girl like me?
Oh my god. Is that Luocha's actual VA saying all this? It can't be March's VA, right? Yeah, I'm losing the immersion.
Fine, I'll be me. You guys will have to imagine his lines instead.
I think I prefer that.
Such a rudimentary lock. Easy pickings.
Even if
think that
Luocha
is
was
his
able
VA.
to unlock the door, what was his goal?
His
Yeah, what's
villain
on the other
friends
side
must
of
have
the
been
door?
waiting on the other side to buy the Stellaron. He went to meet them.
Buy the Stellaron? Okay, so his friends would buy the Stellaron off of him and then they I don't know, put it at the Ambrosial Arbor? Oh. Oh.
Now that I think about it, something's not right. Why would they rendezvous at a military
Oh, he does have a
airfield?
sword.
Because, well, we're too law-abiding to understand bad guy logic.
March,
Hiding
you're
in
supposed to
plain
be a
sight,
genius
perhaps.
detective. Understanding bad guy logic is the whole point.
Hold on. This would have been too quick a route.
And
Really?
what's wrong with a quick route?
Exactly. What's wrong with a quick route? Wouldn't that be the point?
Ahem. What's wrong with the quick route, Mr. Yang?
We're trying to uncover what Luocha did during those 2 hours. But even if he repeated this route 20 times, it wouldn't have taken him that long.
Yeah, but didn't March say he was supposed to meet up with people who'd buy the Stellaron from him? Maybe the negotiation just took that long?
Ah, true. He must have had a tougher journey than I imagined. Come on, let's start over.
We're seriously just writing fanfiction about Luocha's day. Oh.
You look like a tasty morsel. Those who dare to enter here must face a delicious fate.
Is that canon? Do the characters actually hear the monsters talk like that?
Your eyes are bigger than your stomach, foul villain. Have at you!
Aren't you supposed to be the foul villain?
Who's the monster talking now?
Okay, I guess this isn't canon. March, your fanfiction is not canon compliant.
You know, just a little dramatic effect.
I guess we're doing this now.
I'll see
okay.
you off.
I've no interest in
I
conflict.
can't remember
The
what
truth
Luocha
of life
does,
and
so
death. Reveal this sanctuary is but a
this may
vision.
be a bit awkward. Sure. Sure, check yourself.
Here! Try that again. You're annoying.
Fighting is meaningless.
Oh, he heals? Okay,
Tough luck running into me.
sure.
Phew!
I'm on guard.
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Try that again.
I've no interest in conflict. The truth of life and death. Reveal this sanctuary is but a vision.
Shred.
Told you I could fight.
I keep forgetting that the fish explodes. Where to? Oh. Oh, I keep trying to chase directions. Okay.
Too late to repent.
Eternal
What is
sleep is
that
not the
do?
dead return!
Okay, it's an attack. Here.
Told you I could fight.
You. Yeah.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward! Okay, back to the Luocha fanfiction. Oh. Right, I can't change. The truth of life and death. Reveal the sanctuary is but a vision.
Here! Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Nice bunnies. Oh.
Too late to repent.
Oh. Oh yeah, I wonder if
You chose the wrong enemy.
the bad smell is gonna come back.
Tough luck running into me.
Seeing this Mars truck reminded me of my theory about Mars truck people having a bad smell.
What are all these enemies doing on the Luofu?
March, explain yourself.
Because
Yeah, the enemies didn't come until
because
after the Stellaron was here
March,
already,
you don't
right?
have to add in combat scenes while you're figuring out where to take the story. We can wait.
I guess that means no more fighting.
Monster layers and
Stick
black
to
market
canon, March.
spaces. I doubt the Luofu has any of that. At least I doubt things of that nature existed before the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
Yeah, and supposedly all of this happened before that.
Is it really so far-fetched? We're
It
already
is.
assuming that Luocha came here to sell the Stellaron to a bunch of cutthroats.
You're assuming
May
that.
as well throw in some monsters here and there.
You just want a reason to make this, to make your fanfiction canon.
The Angler is both a detective and a fighter.
How convenient.
Anyway, it's not like we're gonna be able to conjure up exactly what Luocha ran into. Why not use our own interpretation to bridge the gap?
We're not supposed to do that, March. We're supposed to find
Suppose
evidence,
that makes some kind of
proof.
sense.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, you're clearly enjoying this, aren't you?
I try to go with the flow.
I forgot you're an animator, right? You like make stories for a living. At least you did before you came to Star Rail.
I didn't expect this place to be so treacherous. I'll need to be on my guard going. I wonder,
Oh,
just
sorry.
who is the buyer interested in the Stellaron? The buyer is waiting there. Time to head over.
I don't see anyone.
Plausible. Looking at the map, this place is well hidden.
Finally! Mr. Yang approved. They
Uh-oh.
wouldn't have met up at the dock. It's too open. No good for discussing evil plans.
I didn't mean to cut that off. Oh, okay. So, who is March guessing the buyer is? The Stellaron hunters? Maybe, but they already said
Stop
they're
right
not.
there.
Oh,
State your business.
what's the what?
No, that's Puar, the Tea Society's gatekeeper.
Is it?
Isn't pu'ar a type of tea?
Isn't it?
That's right. He's a member of the Tea Society, so naturally he chose a type of tea as his alias.
So, yeah, it's like how in Detective Conan, the Black Association members and agents all have like alcohol names like vermouth and gin. Kind of like how in Kingsman, the Golden Circle, like the American guys have alcohol names too.
Hey, I'm talking to you. What's your business here? Can you tell him to be less aggressive?
Can you, March?
Oh, sure.
Excuse me, sir. May I ask whether you're here on business, or... Never mind.
There's just no pleasing you, is there?
I have a delivery for your boss. I need to give it to him in person. If you could let him know I'm here.
Delivery? Ah, yes, the delivery. The boss is waiting for you. I'm afraid I'll need to see some ID first.
I cannot take that voice seriously while they're wearing Walt's face. I just can't.
I wonder if Luocha has something prepared for this moment.
Why are you wondering? This is your fan fiction. What? The title page, maybe?
That's the code. So you're the one. Wait here a moment. I'll call the boss right away.
Yeah, you go do that.
Take your time.
This is
Puar takes
so
the
ridiculous.
page and
I
goes
can't.
to find the boss. Before long, Luocha sees an imposing figure walking towards him.
Does he now?
Boss, this is the one. He brought the delivery.
This is. I think you've gone too far, March.
I'll be the judge of that.
What? Oh my God, March! You jumped the shark. Cutest boss I ever saw. It's that Pom Pom.
I couldn't think of anyone else to be Mr. Yang's boss.
So canonically, Pom Pom is this Astral Express's boss.
This is our boss, Startaro Bubble.
What?
Let's see this delivery and make it snappy.
The milk tea?
So what? This is the Tea Society, remember?
Did they have Startaro bubble tea 200 years ago when the book was first written?
Not before I see the money. I'm sure you understand the rules of such a transaction.
Save it. Show
Oh
us
my
the
God.
goods first.
He's so short you can only see his hat.
Easy now. The item
Oh,
in question
no.
is extremely dangerous. It's understandable that our friend here wants to take extra precautions.
No. Pom Pom, you're too cute for this.
I'm not sure Pom Pom is the best casting choice for a gang boss.
Yeah, he really isn't. I can't take him seriously at all.
It kind of works, right?
No, it does not.
Puar, give him the money. Happy now? Ready to hand it over?
I can see his little tail just poking out on the screen. It's so cute.
Be careful. Dangerous is an understatement with this item. I'll take my leave.
This didn't take 2 hours at all, March.
Yes, you will.
Oh,
Permanently.
this is how you extend the
Puar,
time, huh?
Get rid of him.
Poor is suddenly
Oh,
okay.
This was all going so swimmingly.
Swimmingly.
Selling a dangerous item to me makes you my accomplice. And I've got too many of those. To keep our little secret safe, I'm afraid I need to take special measures.
Look at evil Pom Pom. He's so cute. Yeah, quite
When it
sensible.
comes to minor details, March can be very logical. As for the rest of the story...
She left the logic the second she came up with any of
Speaking
this.
of which, when did I turn into an arumaton?
That's what I was asking.
That's Puar's little secret. He transforms into an Arumaton in dire situations.
Is that canon compliant? Are there people on the Lawful who can just change into Arumatons at will?
Okay.
Don't just accept this, Grandpa.
And there I was, thinking you gangsters still had some decorum. Don't
Even
get
though he
complacent.
wasn't technically in character, something tells me that Luocha'S VA had a lot of fun with this. Yeah, protect our hero.
Here!
Lands at the ready.
Boom.
Scratch.
Try that again. You can't run. Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move.
Yeah.
Fighting
Eternal
is
sleep
meaningless.
is the dead return!
Honestly, the color of his attack makes it look like he's... Makes it look more like he's a wind type than
The truth
an
of life and
imaginary
death.
type.
Reveal the sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
But their vision!
My turn.
Lamps ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Boom!
Phew!
Pew!
I've no interest in conflict.
Sorry, Arumaton Welt.
You're annoying.
Ow.
I'm on guard. Fighting is meaningless.
Ow.
Not scratch.
Nah.
I've no interest in conflict.
Bow.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Bread.
Told you I could fight.
Yeah, protect that hung.
Here! Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
I wonder if Welt keeps the coffin in,
Eternal sleep is not
like,
the end.
not a hidden inventory. I mean, like, wherever everyone's weapons comes and
Fighting
goes
is
from.
meaningless.
I mean, he ults with the coffin, so I guess it would be considered a weapon.
Darn it! This isn't over.
No, look at angry Pom Pom.
Fights like these don't go unnoticed in Exalting Sanctum. Cloud Knights could show up at any minute. Better get going.
And so Luocha has to make a break for it. But where to? Let me have a look at the map. Aha! Gotcha!
Little too late to make this canon compliant now, March. This stopped being believable a long time ago. Oh, do we have to actually fight that guy? Oh, those guys. There's more than one. Can we just leave without them noticing?
Hey, stop right there.
Oh, we can't. Oh no.
Who goes there?
Uh-oh. His only escape is...
I mean, if he fought Clown Knights, wouldn't there be...
Time to get out of here.
If the Clown Knights saw him, wouldn't they...
So Luocha hopped on a star skiff and fled with the help of his accomplice. And that, ladies and gents, is the truth behind Luocha's disappearance.
But didn't he supposedly come back after 2 hours? Also, if any of the Clown Knights saw him, wouldn't they have already given a report about it? And then there'd really be no point in us doing this investigation in the first place? March.
So, who was piloting the star skiff?
I'm not sure either. The pilot didn't show themselves, so let's just assume it was him.
Me?
No
At least
that's
let y'all see my face.
March, as much as I enjoyed your deduction, I do have a few questions.
I also have a few hundred questions.
For example, if Luocha took flight from the dock, how could he appear in side crane footage 2 hours later?
That's what I said.
Also, the dock is a military installation. The Cloud Knights would be on the scene at the slightest disturbance. How did you last, but not least, even if Luocha did encounter all of the troubles you described, it wouldn't have taken him 2 hours to escape.
Exactly.
You're right, Mr. Yang. I guess I can't compete with the angler just yet.
You really shouldn't try, March.
You know what? Time for some field work. Maybe the answers to our questions are waiting for us at the scene.
You know, if there turns out to be like a bathroom at that place where Luocha was, I would like the right to say, I told you so.
That might be the best approach. Let's go.
I can't believe we wasted that much time, that much screen time, basically on March's fanfiction. Where? Just there?
Excuse me, officer. We're looking for someone. Can you help us?
Why are you guys so sus?
He's got
Forth,
blonde
back
hair,
in-
and judging by the way he's
Back
dressed,
and
I'd
forth.
say he was an outworlder.
Well, thank you for showing yourselves and bringing yourselves right to our door. Anyway, we'd like to interrogate you. If you'd please come this way.
Traveler with blonde hair? Could it be? May I ask why you're looking for him?
He saved our life.
Oh.
Since when did we start sharing a life?
Backen, we're not rehearsing.
What?
Excuse me, gentlemen. Would this blonde-haired, life-saving outworlder
You look
bear
exactly like
any
this guy.
resemblance to our suspect here?
Oh, that's him!
Mr. Luocha. He rescued both of us.
From what?
Can I ask when this rescue occurred?
And from what?
It was the day before the ambrosial arbor came back to life.
Okay.
We were planning to thank him properly, but in the aftermath of the arbor incident, we never had the time.
Okay.
Are you two... the people in dark clothing? What's with the wardrobe change?
Dark clothing? Ah, I know what you're talking about. What a pair of clowns we are. Dark clothing.
Please explain yourself now.
We fell into a ditch.
Oh. The Lofu has ditches? I mean, sure, I guess, but I didn't think they'd be deep enough for it to, like, cover your clothes. Also, the thought of falling from the ship, like the central Luofu ship, is kind of terrifying, actually.
Wait, what?
There we were, looking for a spot to practice our new routine.
Huh.
We found a place, eventually. A little dilapidated, but nice and quiet. Shame about the giant ditch.
Yinzo never mentioned a giant ditch being around that
I
place.
lost my footing and slipped right in. My associate here, Ford, yelled after me, "Don't panic! Ford's got your back!" 2 seconds later, he landed on my back.
Unfortunately, the ditch was connected to a sewer outlet. We were covered head to toe in...
Oof.
Anyway, I assume that's why you thought we had dark clothing on. A dignified story, I'm sure you'll agree.
Huh.
No wonder Yinshu said she had to cover her nose.
That's where the bad smell came from.
Anyway, thankfully Mr. Luocha was passing by and dragged us back to dry land. It took all his strength, I'll wager.
That's why it took 2 hours? I mean, he managed to like carry a coffin around pretty much everywhere. Why would it take 2 hours to get you guys out? You'd assume it'd be a piece of cake for him.
Kind stranger.
Oh.
Without
Flashback.
your bravery, we'd never have gotten out of that ditch alive.
No,
You don't
sir.
look that
if you ever need
dirty to me.
anything, and it's within our power to help, you can count on us.
Anything? Like covering for him to give him an alibi?
Even it's beyond our power to help.
That's too kind of you. It was nothing, really.
Nonsense! You went out of your way to...
Don't
Fish
worry
them out of the
about it.
sewer?
You should head back home now. Take care.
No, we can't thank you enough.
Seriously, they don't look dirty at all.
Oh, one moment, both of you. That sewage could well contain harmful compounds. I'm something of a doctor. Let me give
Something
you a
of a doctor,
prescription.
huh?
Make sure to use the medicine and get some good rest. There you go.
I don't know what to say. Sorry to trouble you. We'll take our leave now.
Bye-bye.
Watch your step. Wouldn't want to find ourselves in another ditch now, would we?
Where is the ditch? I don't see it around
Here,
that
That's the
flashback.
prescription he gave us.
A paper flower?
Ah,
It's beautiful. Did Luocha make this?
is this the title?
That's right. He wrote down the prescription and folded it into shape.
Why was the folding necessary?
A man of romantic sensibilities, one might say.
Oh my god, you fell in love, didn't you?
The paper looks familiar.
It's the book.
Of course.
The
We'd
title
already
page.
opened it when we showed it to the pharmacy.
We were planning on handing it over to the Realm Keeping Commission. We suspect it's probably our best chance of tracing him.
So the Realm Keeping Commission helps find people too, even though they're not technically missing. I mean, Luocha'S, like, he's already with the Alchemy Commission at this point in the story.
We
I
can
think.
take it off you. We'll let you know when we find him.
Let me see. Of course!
It's the book,
What is
ain't it?
It's
The title
page of the
page.
Angler Mystery. The
Yeah.
prescription's on this side, but on the back there's... Huh? So that's what this is all about?
Yeah, I doubt it's a secret code.
Take a look yourself.
The Immortal Spoiler?
The immortal spoiler? Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Also, Chang the Ninth, isn't he a Genshin character?
I'm
One of the
starting to think
NPCs?
the Luocha we envision doesn't square with a real one. Would a villain do a good deed like this?
I mean, I think I prefer my IBS theory, where he couldn't find a bathroom, but he really had to go, and he just tore out a page from the book because he couldn't find any toilet paper.
So he
That's
paid
funnier.
for the book and tore off the title page to protect people from the spoiler.
Okay.
He must be a fan of this book too. I knew Angler Mystery fans couldn't be bad.
I mean, you thought he was bad, and that was before you knew he was an Angler Mystery fan. Oh, that's all? Luocha. Luocha's paper flower. Song. Really? That's all? Can we talk to you guys?
Oh, looks like the whole thing was just a big misunderstanding.
I mean, not exactly. He's still kind of sus,
Indeed.
you know?
And I've learned not to judge a book by its cover. Anyway, that's enough reflection for one day. Let's get going.
Get going to where, Mr. Yang?
Apologizing to Luocha, then inviting him on the ship.
Garden of Gourmet.
Oh,
You two deserve
food!
a treat.
Free food! Yay!
Yay!
Well, that was something. Anyway, let's go to the parlor car and see Luocha. Let's see what he has to say to us. Oh? Oh, so it's not over? But Luocha's already here. Luocha, hello. Nope, that's not what I was trying to do. Luocha.
I must thank Don Hung for his invitation.
Don Hung invited you, not
This
us.
journey upon the Astral Express has been well worth my while. Interstellar warp jumps with merchants are often dull and rarely ever feel like an actual journey. The Astral Express. The Cloud Strider really was an eon of taste.
Oh yeah, they who are you? They did like mention that Akivili might have done the interior design on this place, or at least that he they didn't mention it. They just let us assume that. Who are you again?
Oh, forgive me. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm an interstellar merchant. My Xianzhou registered name is Luocha.
Right, you're the guy who March made up a whole fan fiction about.
I met an acquaintance of yours several days ago named Don Hung. He invited me to board the Express should I have the time, and so here I am.
So canonically, we've been on the Lofu for just a few days, and they're already getting us to do everything for them.
Astounding. The retro design of this locomotive, the comfort of its cabins. If only our own spacecraft could be modified in such a way.
You know, I heard that an alternate version of you was also last seen on a train.
Now that would be something. But on a merchant ship, load, security, and sterilization take precedence over creature comforts. What I mean to say is, comfort comes second to business. We generally use the company's mass-produced transport ships.
Okay.
Such a train can be likened to a solitary candle in the darkness of night. One may peer upon civilizations where strife, hardship, desperation, and sorrow exist seemingly in a separate plane of existence.
That got real deep real fast. That was a crazy companion mission. I still don't know how to feel about that. Okay. Heard a space station. You know what? I think we should do something for... Who do I want to do? I'm assuming this is Natasha's. I'm assuming this is robot settlement. Clara's Time Express. Old Foreman's treasure. You know what? I'll do the one at the administrative district. I wonder who this is for. It's in the Girth Hotel. The Goth Hotel.
It's getting late.
The Goth Hotel.
Where to now?
Okay, let's see. Who are we supposed to meet up with? Whose companion mission is this? Oh?
Weather's pretty
Where?
nice.
Oh, Serval!
Where
Hi.
did they get to? Ah, speak of the devil. I was just wondering when you might show up.
I'm here now.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
there's
free
enough to
food,
go
free
around.
tea.
On the house. Order whatever you like.
Okay,
There's something I
don't
need
regret
you to
it.
help with. I had to make it up to you somehow.
Ah, so you're bribing me.
Looks like we're not the only ones who wanted afternoon tea today, though. We'll have to stand up for the time being.
So
Was it
what
that
did you need
obvious?
exactly?
I'm out of practice.
Hmm? As long as the afternoon tea keeps
Don't get ahead
flowing.
of yourself. This might be more complicated than you think.
Mm.
How can I put this? If I remember correctly, you, March, and Don Hung came here on that train. The Astral Express, right?
Yeah.
I was wondering, is the train accepting new passengers?
Wait, is she officially joining us on the Astral Express? The boarding exam. Yeah, I don't think it's up to me.
I guessed as much.
I don't think Kalis, as the newbie, can decide who gets to come and go, really.
You see, there's not much left for me here except to carry on repairing equipment in the workshop. I like practicing the guitar, and performances are fun, but the crowds are pretty small.
But you do have fans. And Pella, well, unless Pella comes with us, which I doubt she would, she has a job. She has a full-time job that she likes at. Pella also likes performing with you. And we did just give you, like, a gig in the museum. I forgot what it's called, but the Bellabog Museum. It's not like you have nothing to do here.
Besides, I'm a researcher. How could I not get excited about the chance to explore new worlds up close? Everyone gets tired of living in small places like Bellabog after a few years, right?
Sounds like you're projecting. But yeah, I mean, sure. It would be fun to have another character officially join. Yeah, I'll have to talk to Pom Pom and the others
I'm
first.
counting on you. I know this is a lot to ask out of the blue, so apologies in advance.
No problem. I don't think we have a lightning person on the astral crew right now, right? Welt is imaginary. Himiko is fire, yeah. So yeah, you could be our lightning person. Yeah, it's not like you to be so serious.
This is a pretty big ask.
Sounds like it's a little bigger for you. I mean, you're basically leaving home to explore space with total strangers. Blah. What's wrong with my mouth? Oh.
There goes Serval. I better send Himiko a text and ask about the request. Or I guess I could ask Mr. Yang? Or Pom Pom? Who's the best one to ask?
The conductor, Pom Pom. I want to say Pom Pom, but I guess Himiko would make the most sense. Should I fuck with her? Or should I take her seriously? I'll
Let's
take
send a
Serval
message to Himiko.
seriously. Okay. My friend wants coffee. Yeah, I figured you'd be welcoming. I mean, you did welcome a fugitive onto your train. uninhibited? Is she really? Meticulous, I can't really say. Uninhibited, I guess. Yeah, a rock star. Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to say no. Thank you. Okay. Time Express. So, Serval, good news. Oh, she's outside now. Okay, Serval, good news. You can join us. Serval? Ah, back in your shop. Oh, that's right. She also has Molly now. So yeah, it's not like she doesn't have absolutely anything to keep her in Belobog. I guess she just wants adventure. And Jeppy, oh, Jeppy would lose his big sister.
You should go and talk to Lady Bronya, Serval. It was her personal invite after all.
Invite for what?
I know.
Ooh!
Let me think about it.
Did Bronya invite her to rejoin the Architects? Is this a bad time?
Oh, no, not at all. I could do with a hand, actually.
Perfect timing. Please, talk some sense into her.
About what?
I knew it.
Am I supposed to be the good cop? Family squabbles. Yeah, I'm not taking sides until one of you tells me what's going on.
There is no deal.
Serval, I understand your reluctance to rejoin the Silvermane Guards.
As a Silvermane Guard, not as an architect. Huh.
But Lady Bronya values your talent, and she sees how much you could contribute to the rejuvenation of Belobog. So I came to talk to you about it. In any case, you should at least pay her a visit.
Yeah, Bronya seems kind of lonely.
I get it.
With
I'll
her
make
new
a trip
job.
to Klipoth Fort and tell Bronya what I really think. Sorry. I need to get this over with. Let me know what they said when I get back.
Okay. Please don't break poor Bronya's heart.
Old Serval.
Yeah, so... Does Bronya know about her wanting to join the Express?
Join the Express?
I guess not.
I see. No wonder she seems so flustered. So, that's what's on her mind. Sorry, my head's still in the argument. It's like this.
Please explain.
As you know, my sister used to be one of the research team leads in the Silvermane Guards
Oh,
technology
I thought
division.
she was an architect. Sorry, my
Stellarons
bad.
were her main area of research.
Mm-hmm.
But her expertise went far beyond Stellarons. She was, and still is, well versed in mechanical engineering and other fields.
Yeah, this shop and her gigs tells me that she is a woman of many talents.
Immediately after her succession, Lady Bronya set her sights on Serval's talents. The Supreme Guardian wants her to resume her technological research and be a shining light for the revitalization of Belobog.
I'm guessing Sela told Bronya about Serval helping us while we were on our way to rescue Bronya.
However, you saw her attitude just now. I doubt her meeting with Lady Bronya will change anything. It'll probably just leave them both feeling dejected.
Yeah, I guess since she's already been bitten once, even though it's not Bronya's fault, Cocolia did kind of like shut her down and made her feel bad about her area of interest, about her research with the Stellaron. I guess that is kind of hard to bounce back from. I couldn't stand an office job either. Yeah, I don't think it's the office job that she hated. She just wasn't allowed to do what she wanted.
I think there's more than one element to it.
Yeah.
My intuition tells me this is mostly linked to Madame Cocolia's passing.
Oh? Oh yeah, they were friends, huh?
Never mind. It's just a personal hunch. I've never been good at reading my sister's mind.
Right, Cocolia was Serval's close friend. Bronya lost a mother, but Cocolia, like Serval, lost her friend. And maybe just staying in Belobog where everything reminds care of Cocolia is just hard for her right now.
I can tell the two of you have a close bond. If you get the chance, see if you can persuade her to open up about it.
Are you
Hand on
sure we'd
heart,
have a better
I
chance at
wouldn't
doing
want to
that
see her
than you,
sitting behind
Jeppy?
a desk in Clopoth Fort and sighing all day either. Belobog is too small a place for a mind as inquisitive as Serval's. Maybe it would be better for her to join you on your journey.
I mean, I get you'd feel, I don't know, you'd miss her, but, you know, we can come back anytime.
I'll admit,
At least Kalis can
I'm
do
a
it
little
anytime
worried
he
about
wants.
how she plans on getting all this across to Lady Bronya. Are you busy? Let's go and wait for her in front of Clopoth Fort.
Maybe if the main reason why she wants to leave is because she's grieving Cocolia, Bronya would be the one person who would understand it the most. Like, I don't think Sela or anyone from the underground really misses Cocolia, who they kind of see as like the reason why the divide between the overworld and the underworld was exasperated to such an extent. But you know, someone like Bronya, who really looked up and trusted Cocolia, would understand what it's like to lose her, even after the trust was broken.
Match. Let's go in.
I don't think Bronya would have a shouting match with
understand your
Serval.
circumstances, Serval. I respect your choice.
Yeah.
It was my mistake to make an unwarranted request without considering your own wishes. Allow me to
I don't think
offer
it's
you my
unwarranted.
apologies. I hope you don't take this matter to heart.
Bronya.
No need, Bronya. You're a supreme guardian now. Don't let a little thing like this...
Since Serval and Cocolia were good friends, I wonder if Bronya, like, met Serval while she was growing up. Maybe Serval was kind of like an auntie to her.
Besides, I'm the one who should be apologizing. I've put my own personal reasons ahead of Belobog's reconstruction.
I get it, Serval.
This is actually getting
After
sad.
all, you and Mother...
This is actually really sad. Yeah.
Sorry. I don't mean to open up old wounds.
I get it. I get both of you.
But there's something I need to ask you. This guitar, I found it after going through Mother's old things.
That's a guitar? Cool.
She was never a music lover, so I thought this might be connected to you.
Oh, I like that subtle shift in the expression just now. Yeah, she's surprised to see that thing
Cocolia.
with Cocolia stuff.
Huh?
It's nothing. You're right. It does belong to me. In fact, it once belonged to me and Cocolia.
Oh.
It was our shared treasure. If you don't mind, Bronya, could I take it back to the workshop?
Of course. I'm sure there's a story behind it. But that's between you and Mother. I won't pry. I hope you have an amazing journey, Serval. Do remember to visit home when you get the chance.
I will. Thank you, Bronya.
Are we really allowed to just walk in without at least knocking or like announcing ourselves?
I assume you heard our conversation just now.
Would you believe me if I said
I didn't
no?
expect her to be so open-minded. And she didn't even try to persuade me to stay.
Yeah.
She didn't summon me just to return the guitar, did she?
Like I said, I think out of everyone in Belobog, Bronya would understand Serval's grief the most right now.
I wouldn't rule it out. She's good at reading people's minds. She would have known that you'd never set foot in Clopoth Fort voluntarily.
True.
After all these years, I never thought I'd set eyes on this guitar again. Guess we're stuck with each other.
I mean, you don't have to tell us, but did she?
If she did, I never knew about it.
The story behind this guitar. It'll take a while to tell.
No, we're
when
listening.
we were in cadet school, Cocolia and I were notoriously disruptive. We were always coming up with the next crazy invention. We called it exploring the infinite possibilities of new technologies.
Okay.
This guitar was one of those inventions. Cocolia came up with a name.
Oh, that's why it looks so funky. It's a new thing. Speaking of which, don't think I didn't clock you playing the acoustic guitar back there.
The Super Electromagnetic Flux Player. Or
Flux player?
Electric guitar, for short.
Ah. You sure you didn't come up with that
Believe me?
name?
Let me tell you, Cocolia and I shared a similar way of thinking back in the day.
So you two shared brain cells, I see.
It's a bit of a mouthful, but I liked it at the time. It was a rock and roll name. I told you it'd take a while to tell the story. Let's get back to the workshop first. By the way, want to help me pack my bags?
Aw, Jeppy's gonna miss you, Serval.
That melody.
That's one of yours, right?
I didn't
Did
think
you
many people
pay
liked
her
that
to
one.
play that, Jeppy?
Seems the city might have a few nice memories of me after I'm gone.
Don't say it like you're
Well,
dying.
It's getting late. Well, let's head back.
Don't worry, Jeppy. You don't have to miss her too much.
You know what?
I'd still teleport her here every once in a while if you want. You're just gonna stay there. Okay.
Now, what am I gonna call this new song?
Yeah, here.
There's no place like home. I never feel completely free out there. Chapard, can you lend your dear sister a hand? Help me pack my bags.
Am I allowed to refuse? This place, just looking around gives me a headache.
Yeah, I can't understand, like, people who constantly turn on RGB lights or, like, have knickknacks that are constantly moving. It just seems really distracting to me.
Okay, I promise this is the last time. I'm about to go traveling.
Said
with
every
him.
sister ever.
Who knows how long it'll be before I can visit home again. You should help me pack while you still have the chance.
Fine. I'll give you a hand.
Seriously, stop talking like you're gonna die or something. Serval, you're just leaving for a bit.
You just need to make yourself at home. You've done plenty of work already.
Oh, thank you. Finally, someone who understands. And here I thought we were gonna have a packing puzzle or something. Let's talk to Jeppy.
And I thought I was messy.
Looks like Japard's got his work cut out for him.
If you think you're messy too, then, well, maybe you are siblings. Who? Talk to
You're
Serval.
here. Come on, let's go.
Oh, can't. Nothing really to say. The guitar.
Since you're so curious, I'll give you the whole story.
Yes, please.
This guitar was actually given to me as a birthday present by Cocolia a long time ago. I came up with the design, but I was never able to build it. Some of the raw materials were either too expensive or too hard to get a hold of. She helped me turn the concept into reality.
Ah, so she was basically like your sugar mommy.
Quick as lightning, always keeping her word. That was her way of doing things. Back then, I thought we'd be friends for life.
You could have been if the Stellaron hadn't, like, brainwashed her.
If it was a gift, why was it in Madame Cocolia's office?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone realized, but back then we were so close we didn't even differentiate between each other's possessions. We shared pretty much everything.
I see.
We lived in the same dormitory, went to the same school together every day, ate together, whiled away the time together, and occasionally talked about music together, though it wasn't something she was overly familiar with.
I mean, it's nice that she wanted to talk about your interests with you.
That's how things were until the day we fell out. A lot of our shared possessions never left her office again. I was always looking forward to the day she'd return this guitar. I thought that would be the day we could bury the hatchet.
Oh, I see.
Now that I think about it, perhaps I was too naive. She'd probably forgotten it even existed. And that's the only Cocolia you guys ever got to know, huh? Always ahead of everyone else, never looking back, even for a second.
You wish she'd looked back at you for a bit. Maybe if she did, she wouldn't have gone as far as she did. Maybe you could have...
She put it all out of her mind.
Saved her.
Me and every memory to do with me.
She didn't really do it. The Celeron... Yeah, you didn't do anything wrong, Serval. It was the Stellaron.
But that's what makes it harder.
The same kind of Stellaron that's inside of Kalis right now.
Let bygones be bygones, sister.
Oh.
How did the conversation
This is
get
actually
so
really
heavy
sad.
again?
Serval's just grieving her
No
friend.
good. Let's talk about something interesting. You know something, Japard? That guitar case in your hand and my guitar? They're both from the same prototype. The super electromagnetic flux player.
Oh, actually, at first I thought it was some kind of shield or something, but the weapon that Japard uses for his ult is a guitar case.
I never knew your guitar had a connection to me, too.
I didn't notice it
Quite
until
the
someone
story.
pointed it out to me. I think it was like a YouTube short or something. I mean, it's a good thing that she kept it and she didn't throw it out. That's nice of her.
Well, let's see. Ah, yes. Silvermane Guard's standard issue portable heater. It's broken though.
It's a family heirloom. Belonged
Family
to Rhonda
heirloom?
once. You should take care of it.
I wanted to keep
A
it with
broken
me.
heater is a
That's
family
the problem with
heirloom?
old things. The less you use them, the easier they break. Besides, no one's paying me to fix it, right? Hey, wait a minute. Didn't I teach you a few machine overhaul skills? Want to practice on this old antique?
Should you?
Here we go again.
No. Little Jeppy.
Like I said, let bygones be bygones.
The principle behind this machine and the one you fixed when you first came to the workshop is the same. You'll understand when you see it.
Oh,
so
it's another
I'll leave
puzzle?
this one to you. In return, how about I tell you the backstory behind it?
Sure.
I knew you were a reliable apprentice. Think about it. You helped me fix my machine the first time you came here, and now you're helping me the last time too. That's called having a beginning and an end, right?
Well done for putting up with her for this long.
I admit it, Jeppy, you'd be lonely without her. I mean, your little sister, like Lynx, is already exploring the wild wilderness of Belobog. Now you're gonna lose your big sister too. This was actually really sad.
So that's...
Wow, great job. Like I said, a reliable apprentice. As promised,
That's me.
Let me tell you the story behind this little heater.
Okay.
Its original owner was an ancestor of the Landau family, Rhonda Landau. She was one of our great heroes who participated in the defense of Belobog 700 years ago.
Okay.
The records tell that during the decisive battle, she led 2 Silvermane Guard brigades. She engaged the enemy for 4 full days and nights in the fight for the city. I still have the newspaper clippings from that time. I'll show you when I get the chance.
She must have been strong.
Of course. After all, she was a Landau.
Yeah.
Take responsibility for your choices and the people of Belobog. Every Landau is driven by that ethos.
I mean, this does kind of imply that you guys are Nepo babies, but at least you have a sense of duty that comes with the nepotism, maybe? Okay, what next? Do we pack you, Jeppy? Unfinished letter.
Oh, that's a letter I was gonna send to my mom.
Ah.
I haven't even finished reading it. There's nothing personal in it. Have a read if you like.
Very like...
You're still writing to Mom and Dad?
If I remember correctly, like after she stopped being an architect, I mean, I'm not an architect. After she was basically like thrown out, her parents disowned her, I think, is what she said. And basically, they were disappointed that she lost a really, really important job, that she was fired. So, I mean, if Serval wants to write to her mom, I guess the relationship isn't as bad as we thought.
Only to
right?
Mom.
That's a good thing.
You know, I still don't get along with Dad.
Oh.
You know,
Well.
Serval, if you're really leaving Belobog for a while, you should pay them a visit first.
Yeah.
I'll think about it.
I mean, you don't have to, you know, spend your last moments at home with people you don't like, but... Well, maybe do it for Jeppy? What else is there for me to... Oh, here. Mysterious plant specimen.
Oh, that
looks like a cactus.
It's
I think I can't
botanical
see it
specimen.
clearly, but is it a
Linksy
cactus?
sent it during one of her research trips.
Linksy.
As for the name, I can't quite recall.
Snowman's palm.
Oh.
And
So it's
little
not a
Linksy
cactus?
is the youngest sister of the Landau family, by the way.
Yes.
Does that imply
Snowman's
that
palm.
there's more than
My memory's
3 of
the
you?
worst.
It's the only plant here that looks like it's still alive.
Hey, watch it. Anyway, this specimen means a lot to me, so
Well,
I'm bringing
now
it
that
with me.
Belobog is getting a little more
And for the
sun, I'd
reminder.
assume that more plants are gonna thrive.
That should be everything.
Okay, you wanna talk a bit more about your loss?
Now, what am I gonna call this new song?
Oh. Yeah, I keep forgetting I have to click all that.
Finally. I think I must have left cadet school
I was
with
wondering
about
why
the
she
same
wasn't
amount.
talking.
No easy job. Serval, I want to ask you again. Do you
To see
really
Pierce?
want to
No.
leave Belobog and go with the Trailblazers?
I mean, she can come back anytime she
course.
wants.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I can't miss it. What's wrong, Japard? Oh, I see. Can't let go of your dear old sister, huh?
Yeah, I mean, he's your little brother. He'll miss you.
Forget it. I don't want to complicate things for you. But before you leave, I have one last request to make. The garrison...
Huh?
Oh, sorry.
You just said you didn't want to complicate things for me, and now you're sending me on a mission. Aha! You just want to spend as much time as possible with me before I go, right?
Right, Jeppy? Isn't that right, Jeppy?
No, it's not that. I've heard there are a lot of old energy hubs in the underworld, and you're probably the only person in Belobog who knows how to inspect them.
Okay. Sounds like a Belobog problem. Branya, you should really work on that.
Since you're leaving one way or the other, why don't you do the people of the city one last favor before you go?
Even at a time like this, you're still thinking about the people. I don't know what to say. All right, I'll help you out. The first and last time the Landau siblings will work together.
Thanks, sis. If you have the time, could you accompany the garrison?
I mean, if you're gonna ask her to do all this stuff, maybe she could stick around
You're
and wait for
Belobog's hero.
Lynx to come
I'm
back.
sure you must be popular in the underworld.
You guys haven't seen her in a
Silvermane
while,
guards
right?
will face less resistance if you come with us.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. I'll contact you when the guards have finished their preparations.
I'm tired of packing. Let's leave it here for today. I drank all the tea. Why am I getting sleepy?
You and me both. Sorry, I've been a little distracted. I feel like I need to go right now. It's been 2 hours and well, one thing, I'm getting tired, but also, like, I really need to go right now. Duty calls. This was, unfortunately, I couldn't get to do, like, 3 companion missions as I thought. It's all the commentary. It's making me spend a lot longer time than, I guess, other people do. But also, like, I'm glad that I'm taking my time to, like, really understand and, like, deep dive into the story and the lore and the characters. But I know it's not really that kind of playstyle in for everyone, so I'm sorry that I'm taking so long. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna be streaming again. I think I'll finish Serval's companion quest first, and then I'll continue with Genshin, which we haven't done in like 2 weeks, I think, at this point. Yeah, so I want to get started with the second part of the Fontaine quest, because like I said, I haven't really been around Fontaine much, because I've been worried about triggering the main quest. I've only just been to Fontaine to get the event quest over with before it's over. So yeah, till tomorrow. Bye. Have a good day wherever you are, and have a good night's sleep wherever you are. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.